This one, we're talking about Crops Farmer again. I don't know. I don't know what to feel about this. It's kind of maddening that the devs of this stuff would just kind of clone their own stuff. Um, yeah, this stuff kind of happened with the old ROI dApps. They saw success in one thing, so they thought, hey, make more money, put it on another chain. So I'm going to guess this is probably not going to be the last one we see from these guys. They're probably going to do, one on Matic and whatever. But I don't know. I don't agree with them doing these kind of things, but I mean, I can't stop them. I don't know. I'm not going to really talk a lot about this because it's got the same exact mechanics as the other three that have already been launched. My favorites so far are the BUSD. Its balance is still slightly creeping up, and the BNB, just because it's on BNB. I have nothing against the Phantom network. It has been struggling. The price of the Phantom token has been really, struggling, especially, the whole market is down right now, but it seems like Phantom token especially is severely depressed. So, yeah. I mean, I've got a little bit of Phantom laying around. I mean, I'm not throwing in thousands of Phantom or anything. I'm probably going to throw in 50 to 100 and see if I can just compound it up into this thing. Because I do like these miners, but I just wish they wouldn't just keep ripping these things out. And, I don't want to see people copy these things and just flood the market with a bunch of duplicate miners that we're seeing with the baked bean clones. I don't know. Maybe we need to port turd burglar over this miner just to make another point. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, guys, this is the FTM one. It's going to launch in what is that? 3 days. So you got time to think about it if you even want to touch it. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't do this. This is totally up to you. But the mechanics behind it are exactly the same as all the other three. If I were an investor, I would seriously look more at the BUSD one, especially with the market the way it is and Phantom the way it's going. Phantom could turn around and just really do well, but if I were to put my money into something, there are tokens that are great buy right now because you can buy the dip. When I see red in the market, I see great buying opportunities, but that means I'm not going to buy a token just to put it in a miner that I could get out later. So, I'm looking for, if I'm going to make gains on a token, I want that easily accessible, not stuck in a miner that I can't get out. So, just go through the benefits really quick on this. They say benefits, but they're just the details because some are benefits, some are not. Up to 6% daily. I like that they put it, that up to. That's what a lot of the other miners don't do. They say 6% or 8%, and you're not guaranteed that. Because as the contract balance peaks and it starts to drop, the market eggs, that's what they're called behind the scenes, it continues to rise. And your returns are based on your own, quote unquote, eggs. And also a great proportion of your returns comes from the ratio between those market eggs and the contract balance. And as the contract balance goes down, those market eggs continue to go up. And the wider that gap means the less that you're going to be getting in returns. That's why once baked beans started to go down, those market eggs, they diverged. And the inflation of those market eggs, every time you compound, those market eggs go up by 20%. If you withdraw, it goes up by 100% of what you withdraw. So as you withdraw, yes, it does go up higher, but it actually happens to everybody. So, is the best thing right now in baked beans to compound or withdraw? I've been getting a lot of those questions. Right now, I'd say if you don't have your initial back, get it back as fast as possible. Try compounding, 2 days, withdrawing a day, or even 1-to-1, depending on how close you are to getting your initial out. And then once you get your initial, these things are not made to just kind of crash and die and be gone in a matter of a week or two. Baked beans, it's been dropping and we're down like 35-45%. It's not going to just crash and die in a week. It's not going to happen, because the further that balance drops, the higher that market eggs go up, and the less people are going to be earning over time. So people can't just keep taking out big chunks, because there won't be the big chunks to be taken out. They'll be much smaller. And then people are going to be wanting to compound, because you're going to get more eggs for your money. So that all being said, sorry that I went off on a tangent there, but that's some good information for some people to know. So when these things give you a rate of like 8 or 6%, you're not going to get that all the time. You actually might get a little more than that at the beginning, when those market eggs are the lowest. And then as soon as after these things open and get going, the first ones in are going to have a big, not a big advantage really, but they are going to have a bit more returns for the first few days. They're going to see more returns in those few days. So, it's nice to get in early, but these things shouldn't be made to have to get in like, the hour of, because when they do that, I hate seeing timers on these things. I wish they would just say, I saw one group of people, they just said, we're going to launch on this day, but we're not going to say when, and it's going to be open. I love that idea, because then, one, bots don't know when to react, and two, you don't get this giant surge the first day, and then, that everything tapers off after that. I mean, you'll still get a surge, but it won't be in the same hour. And it's less likely people can treat these like ROI dApps. So I don't like having these timers up here. I hate that. Okay, so anyway, off on that tangent. Come back to this. Sorry. 2% compound bonus. I don't know. I'm still not sold on that. I mean, with an 8% feedback for early withdrawals, give people the 6% a day and don't add more to that for doing what they need to do anyway. I don't know. It's always bugged me, that whole compounding bonus. When you're basically forced to compound, you're getting a bonus for doing what you should do. That and these things don't make money behind the scenes. So the more you give out, 6%, and then you get a compound bonus that keeps building. You get compound. I don't know what they're going to call these things. Yeah, the farmers. You get more farmers, but the more farmers you get, the more money you get. So you can pull more out. So it just makes it a little less sustainable. Referrals, they're the same, 7% referrals. It's better than a lot of those 12 to 15% referrals that we've been seeing. Same thing, 12-hour compound timer. You can compound every 12 hours. After you've hit, or I guess anytime you could hit withdraw. But after you compound or take an action, you've got 4 hours before you can withdraw again. But if you don't compound that 10 times first, you're going to get hit with an 80% tax, and that tax goes back into the contract. Let's see, the 48 hours rewards accumulation cutoff. I'm not a huge fan of the 48 hours. I've mentioned this in videos before. I'd prefer like 36. So what this could do is, after you compound it for 5 days, then you could just let it sit for 48 hours, which is 2 days, and take 2 days worth of rewards out, and then start all over again with so it's more like a 5 to 2 that you could do basically. It just gives more people opportunity to play the system, take out more. They're like, hey, we suggest you do 6 to 1, but we're going to make it open. We're going to give you guardrails, but not like make those guardrails fit to that 6 to 1, even though we could. I don't know. It's just weird to me that they wouldn't do that. I'm not saying we should make it 24 hours, because you should have some leeway. If you're 10 minutes late or something, you should not be basically penalized for not, meeting that certain time, but 2 days is quite a bit. Like I said, 10 times you have to compound before you can withdraw without the tax. So that works out to 5 days at the 12 hours between, or a little more, because a lot of people won't hit it right at. Not quite sure what their anti-bot launch is, but I don't think it really matters on these. Bots aren't going to get into this and then have to play by the rules. I don't know what that would do. So yeah, just the same dashboard as the other ones. I'm not going to really go into that. Just you hire your farmers, you hire more as compounding, and then sell as when you sell stuff and get your stuff back. After you connect your wallet, you can get a referral link here, and then all the FAQs, and just kind of goes through everything there. So yeah, that thing launches in 2.5 days. I don't know. I think they should just, honestly, like I said before, I honestly think they should have just, saved the money in development and time on this and put it towards marketing those other ones and promoting. Try to schedule some AMAs with some YouTubers. Get your word out there instead of just throwing more miners out onto these different chains. If you've got a good brand, the thing going, you're the first to market on these. Play to your strengths. Don't just spread yourself thin across all these chains. Just, that BUSD farmer is great. They should have just, realized what they had when they launched that thing. I'm not saying the B2B one is bad because a lot of people like, mining a token, but just stop there and market your Crops Farmer brand and get it out there and get it moving instead of just dumping on another chain and, pocketing the dev fee that you get there. And all none of these, I think they're 5%. I'll have to look. I'm guessing this is their test contract because there's already transactions in here, but there's only 13 Phantom in here. So I'm going to guess this thing is a test contract. Otherwise, they've got problems. I wouldn't touch that contract if I were you. Let's see. I'll have to verify that. I don't think that's 9%. If it is, that's really high because that's like 9% tax and 9% marketing, because that'd be really, really bad. And I'll verify this, guys. All right. Well, that is the FTM Crops Farmer. I talked more about a lot of other projects rather than this, but I've already talked about the others of this, so there's not much to cover there. But anyway, yeah, guys, that's kind of what's going on. We do have a Telegram group going. I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm not going to charge you to talk to me. I don't know. It's weird that people would charge to join a group to chat with the YouTuber. I don't know. I'm not gonna charge you to talk to me. It's kind of bizarre. I don't think any of these YouTubers are that knowledgeable or worth the money to like have a group, an exclusive group that you have to pay to get into. It's kind of bizarre. I saw another YouTuber that they have a Facebook group, and the only way you could get in the Facebook group is by using their referral link on baked beans. That just boggles my mind. Why how greedy can you get? I do make money on referrals. I'm going to leave a link to this. If you're going to get into this, I ask if you could, use my referral link, but I'm not going to be brokenhearted if you don't. I use a lot of the money from these things to fund what I'm doing and also, build the channel and provide information to you guys. But I'm not just going to hammer you guys with miner after miner after miner or whatever. If it has a referral system, it's going to go in front of you. I'm not going to do stuff like that. I'm only going to throw stuff in front of you that I believe might or could happen, or that might be interesting. Or we did one with what was it, roast beef, and I threw my link in there because I knew it had some weird stuff in it, and then I just gave away all my referrals from it. So stuff like that might come up, but I'm not just gonna shill things just to get the referrals from you guys. I'm not that kind of person. Not like specifically calling out YouTube, certain YouTubers, but I see a lot of them. I see ones that are still like shilling things that the balances are going down, and I just don't think that's very honestly. It's a lot less likely that people are going to get their return on investment, even as a balance is going down off of a smaller miner. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'll leave a link to my Telegram group. You can jump in there. I try to be on there as much as I can, but I also work. I've got, I do web development during the day. I'm building, a lot of you have heard about the dApp that I'm building. I'm working on that, working on videos. I try to, pop in there and say hi to you guys every once in a while and just kind of talk about things that are going on. Anyway, I'll leave a link to that group below. I'll leave a link to this project if you're, if you got some FTM laying around and you're going to jump into this, and you want to help the channel, feel free to use the link. Anyway, if you like the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you haven't been subscribed to my channel, you know where the red button is. I try to provide different investment opportunities and also warn about different things that are coming up too, or things that look kind of shady. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.